buy 25 on Hamden. Come on in and enjoy seafood delivered fresh daily. One of my favorite all-time places, the Fresh Fish Company.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin' hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Angel Tessie and Eric Kramer hanging out with you today. And Angel, earlier this morning, you did a training, and one of the things that you did was give kind of an assessment of the 5 major values, core principles, core elements of our lives. And we were supposed to assign a value of 1 to 10 to each one of these, whether it's financial or faith or
physical,
right? All that,
friendships, right?
Yeah. And in the category of self-care,
yeah,
I did not score very well.
You did not score very well.
No.
I will tell you what, this self-care thing, relaxing, it's harder than it sounds.
Right.
My daughter got a job. There's a new place here in town that allows you to float in a saltwater bath.
Sensory deprived.
For an hour. And so I've gone in a few times.
Yeah.
And they talk about the benefits, the health benefits of this, right? It's there's no pressure on any of your joints, all pressure relieved off of your shoulders, your legs, your back, your neck, all of that.
Okay.
1 hour inside of the floating is the equivalent of 4 hours of sleeping. And it's just,
now you have my attention.
Detoxifying because you're in the salt water. And so benefit. I mean,
right.
The list goes on and on to the benefits.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard.
It's hard.
It is so hard. It is so hard to just relax.
Yeah.
To just be still. No engagement of a television or TV or Facebook or now you can have music and you can actually even have your own playlist if you want to. You can read a book, but the point of it is to eliminate any input.
Sensory stimulation.
Yes.
You just
relax.
Yeah.
Just relax. Just lay back and float. And it sounds like it would just be bliss. And I remember going in the very first time and I thought, oh, this is going to be amazing. Well, of course, I run in, from one appointment.
Right.
You go in and you kind of got to do your whole little thing. And then I got to go run out to the next one. And like, Angel, you're not doing it right. I'm like, I'm working on it. And she says they get a lot of people that come out after the first one and say, it's not for me. Because we don't know. So, Eric, when you say you didn't score well on your personal care,
right?
We all are lousy when it comes to really taking care of ourselves, men and women alike. And we all can make the excuse that we put ourselves on the back burner, but sleep, wake up, work, and repeat is not what we were designed to do.
No, it's a vicious cycle, and it's the one that I find myself in, and so. I'm hoping that we can kind of explore some new ideas towards this concept of self-care that I might be able to put into practical application beginning tomorrow.
All right. So we're kind of old dogs.
Yeah.
Right. And they say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but we're going to try and learn from the Young Entrepreneur Council. Actually gave us some tips and tricks of one thing that you can do every day to take care of yourself. Now, this is the younger generation.
Right.
So they apparently do it better than we do. Joshua Dorkin of Bigger Pockets, he says, set specific time slots when you don't work.
That's the problem, Josh.
He says, instead, you're spending them with family. Maybe you're spending them on self-care. They're doing things that you like to do. Now, it might be 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., right? Or sometime. And, maybe it's a weekend. Start small.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you start tithing, right? Start with what you can do.
Yep.
And build up. Maybe it's just a couple hours a week or a couple hours on a Saturday or if you're still working 7 days a week, pick one day and not work 1 day a week and then 2.
Okay. Let's not get crazy now. Here's another one. Christopher Jones says, start your day off with meditation. I do that. I don't call it meditation. I pray, and I have some quiet time with the Lord every morning. So I think I got that covered.
You know, and I don't want to discount it.
Sure.
I don't, because I think that that's super valuable.
Yeah.
But, you know, when we're talking 10 minutes out of an entire day.
Yeah. Like, how much time are you really spending?
Right. Yeah.
And you know what? And I'll be honest with you, I sometimes multitask.
While doing that.
I shower.
Right. I'm in the shower.
Yeah,
so is that really, did you really, get into, and for me, first thing in the morning is not the time to close Angel's eyes and get back into the zone.
Right.
Because I'm just going to go right back to sleep again. I can't do yoga in the morning because eventually they get you into that baby pose or relaxy pose, whatever it is, the Shavasana. Right. And so I got to stay alert.
All right.
But I mean, it is, and I don't want to discount it.
No, the next one's for you.
Working out.
Yep.
Working out. Now, that will clear your mind. And, if you can get outside and go for a walk, a bike ride, a little jog, that's always a great way to just kind of get to the blood flowing into all the good spaces.
You can get the blood flowing, or you can do a workout like we do over at Orange Theory Fitness, which is basically an hour of survival mode.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
It kind of is a lot.
But it's great for us because it does more than just clears our mind. It completely disconnects from anything having to do with work.
I will tell you, I used to always be a morning workout person. And because time management, right?
Sure.
As long as before you get dressed and showered, get it all in.
Right.
So we started doing the after work workout because of how our schedule was shifted.
Liked that.
Oh my gosh. You go in at the end of the day, and this is the one that I want to mostly encourage our entrepreneurs to do, is schedule an end of your workday workout with a class, something you have to show up to at a certain time. Because it will force you to leave the office,
disconnect,
and you will completely disconnect.
Yep.
Everything you're thinking about as you go in and you run, it's all rambling around your head. It will all dissipate by the time you get out. Incredibly therapeutic. All right. Another way to make sure you are taking care of yourself every single day, putting you on the front burner. Mm-hmm. Get some more sleep.
There's no way to overstate this. You need more sleep than you're getting. And how do we know? Because we know the American lifestyle only allows for 4 to 5 hours of active sleep. And what we really need is more like 8 or 9 hours.
Keep a journal.
Yep.
That's always just kind of nice. There's so much going on. So, fast paced. We hardly even remember what we did 2 days ago.
Yeah.
If I was to ask you what you did 4 days ago, could you really give me a recount of what happened 4 days ago?
Probably not. I don't even know what happened 4 minutes ago.
Exactly. So keeping a journal allows you to just have a great little outlet, kind of write down all the momentous, all the great things that are going on, and then also help you express and work out some of the challenges that you might be going through.
Mark Krasner says this, and I agree 100%. Read something fictional. I read fiction almost every day.
Do you?
I do. And
it's a great break.
It really is. It helps me disconnect from the real world. And the real world has its own stresses and time, deadlines and things like that. When I go into the world of fiction, it just kind of helps me process all the other stuff.
At the end of the day, I tend to watch just a sitcom, on Netflix or something, right? Just nothing. It doesn't put more training, more personal development in my brain of something I have to work on.
Right.
It allows you to just kind of check out.
That's right.
You've got to make some time for more play in your life where it's not just always working in education and self-improvement. Now, we are self-improvement junkies and podcast junkies. And so that's now, if you are having trouble getting your business off the ground and you have only playtime in, then maybe you might want to schedule a little work time in there and a little time for actual business building and revenue generating activities. And so you've kind of got to figure out where you're off kilter at. But if it is all work and you're always focused on work and the goal and you're sacrificing your personal care, then make sure that you're taking some time. Think about this. Do you have some medical care issues that you have been putting off? Have you put off going to see the doctor over something you're dealing with? I had a friend who just was in the ER this weekend. Same problem. She just hasn't dealt with it. And so there she is back in the hospital again. And so some of us have some healthcare issues, you know, that we've been putting off and delaying. If those are the case, if you need to go see the doctor, you need to go see the dentist or the dermatologist.
Get her done.
Take time and take care of you. You are so important. The people around you, you matter so much. And don't just let your laziness and your busyness be the thing that takes you away from the important people in your life.
Yeah, really well said. And we thank success.com for the article. It gave us some talking points to banter over back and forth between you and me. I think that this goes a long way towards saying that, you know something, all of us can do better when it comes to self-care. We'll be back right after these messages. You're listening to Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network, home of positive business talk. For the archives, check out experiencepros.com. Click on the radio tab. Back after this.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.